Welcome back, folks. This is Trooper Barry, and welcome back to Growing Up. I was inspired to come back to this. We saw our friend of the channel, Halion. Came up during his, he has a regular thing where he'll have the chat pick some of the games he plays. And Growing Up actually came into the rotation, and he really enjoyed it. And watching that, it got the game on my mind again. So I thought, you know what? Well, it's fun. It's one of my favorite comfort food games. So we're gonna jump back in, and I like to do. Oh, hang on. Is what I would like to do, if we can. Like there's, as you said, it's for those who aren't familiar, it's basically growing up in the 90s as seen through the eyes of Polish developers who watched one too many ABC after-school specials. But it's goofy, and it's a good time. But yeah, so you go through school, make friends, maybe find some love, and you pick your future career. I think I've gone through most of the careers, whether online or offline, but I've never gone and completed the bowling tree. So if we get the chance, I would like to become a professional bowler. Now the problem with that is you need to have one of your NPC friends take you to the bowling alley, because you can't get there yourself. Second, you never found the magic one? Okay. Oh, you did manage to do bowling. Okay, nice. Yeah, so when we get the chance, we might go a little heavy on charm, just in case. And if we don't, we'll pick something else. Maybe go into film, maybe go into fashion. I don't know that I've ever done fashion. But anyway, yeah, so the basic setup is, this is us. We are Ragnar. And so what you do is, every turn you grow older, and you acquire skills along the way, and then those will prepare you for exams, and also there are school ones, and there's also side skills that don't apply to school, but they do prepare you for your future career. Yeah, there's a magic path. That's under empathy though, and it's only possible if you get one particular NPC as a friend. So it's very, very particular. There you go. So we are a baby. We're going to learn. We're 0 years old. We're going to learn to crawl. And now, being the busy baby that we are, we're going to schedule learning to crawl. There we go. And so when you master a skill, you get a burst of those knowledge points. Okay, so this is our. That was us in the previous run, and this is Wendy, our horror geek mom. And but then the thing with growing up, unlike his predecessor Chinese parents, they're just mom and dad. They only exist to annoy you and give you quests. Okay, we're going to crawl. We're going to crawl backwards. Where are you going? Yeah, I'm gonna lean. I'm not gonna lean into the voice acting so much this time, as in my throat's still recovering. But yeah, so now we can walk, or we can talk. But we don't have the points for that yet. But now that we're 1 year old, we can dive into our brain map. In your very first brain map, all you can do is work on intelligence and physique. So we're going to get a little bit of both. We'll probably focus on the int. Although, if we can get them down to where we can learn both, that'd be very helpful. We have 80, so if we can get the combined cost, so it's like for the more points you put into a particular stat, the cheaper skills related to that stat become. So you see, so talking right now costs 35. The minimum cost is 20. So if I click this here, yeah, that took it down by 5 points. Likewise, so we got that's 49. If I click that, 41, and it'll just get cheaper and cheaper. So ideally, we grab them both. Yeah. If we're gonna go bowling, I mean, it's not athletic, but it's not as athletic as, say, other pursuits. Maybe we'll just leave that there for now. Okay, so we did that. So now we can buy talking for nearly as cheap as it's going to get. Okay, so now, do we try to get attention, or do we build towers? Will I go more toward imagine? Yeah, we'll go for a little better spread. We won't go hard on intelligence. Like, babies are dumb, so we don't need to go that hard into it. And then we'll buy walking. Then we'll go playing with parents, because that'll get us into empathy, which is something we are going to want. It's like empathy correlates with like the life sciences, biology, zoology, etc. Right, now we're starting to branch out with these other skills. Yeah, we'll master talking, and then we'll take one step toward walking. Excuse me. Honey, quick! Ragnar's going to take the first steps. Run! You leap forward and take off at breakneck speed. You want to run into the wall. Takes after me, head first. Excuse me. Okay, now. These are going to be much more expensive because we don't have any points in imagination or empathy. So if we're going to bring those costs down, we do need to pick up a bunch of those here in the map. You can also pick up just straight knowledge, and that's not necessarily bad. It's just it's very temporary. It's like you spend it, but then your stats haven't gone up, and then any tech that you buy is only going to be more expensive later on. Okay, we're not going to be able to learn either of those, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just short. Which is unfortunate, but we'll deal. Okay, so if that's the case, then we'll go hard on walking. We'll master it, and then we'll get a few extra empathy points. Okay, so now we can afford it. Yeah, that's still gonna be very expensive. All right, and now that we're 2 years old, now we have passive stat gains per turn. And with that, now you get these larger nodes in the brain map where you get a flat bonus, but then you also increase the passive bonus by 1. So we very much like those. Like obviously, and as you might expect, the earlier you get those, the more they pay off. There. Now so that's gonna cost 15, so we can't get that one. Oh well. But I'm gonna see if I can catch up memory here a little bit, because like one thing I find is that when I do runs, memory tends to lag unless I'm specifically focusing on it, and so our language learning abilities, they kind of lag everything else. Okay, there we go. So let's learn to play with the parents. We're a little overspending, but I'd rather do that than go a turn and not learn any new skills. Okay, and we can play with animals or play with kids. And we'll go down that. Then we'll stick with the empathy route for now. And we'll tick up the imagination a little bit, and we're not going to practice talking. We've already got that, but there we go. And they got us a nice juicy bonus. Your parents are playing with you. Let's play our favorite game: peekaboo, hide and seek, or blocks. Blocks. You play blocks with your parents. Ryder's probably going to be an architect. Don't bet on that, Dad. Okay, here we go. And they only show you the skill tree at the very end. So you can see we've been going through this, and we still have not unlocked every single... Well, actually, not on this save. Like, unlocking the skill tree... Like, if you start a fresh save slot... Excuse me. The entire skill tree gets reset. Like, you can still learn everything, but all the stuff that's been unveiled goes back onto those little locks. Right, so we can do that. That's going to cost 3. We can buy it right now, or we can go for building towers in imagination. Is that going to help us? Possibly not. We're probably going to go with playing with animals. But let's do the brain map first. Oh, geez, okay, that's not very helpful at all. Kind of rude, frankly. You know, it stuck us all the way in the corner, and all the stuff we want is out here. Okay. We can get more int. Yes, we got 35, so we need 15 brain points to activate one of these. So we got this gonna be, we click this, gonna be 30, 25, 20. Yeah, we're not gonna get there. Yeah, I really wanted the empathy node, but we're just not gonna get that. So do we get more int? Or do we top up imagination? Maybe top up imagination. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, let's get more empathy so that way we can bring down this cost a little more. There, okay. And then we'll buy playing with animals. Again, overspending a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get the boost. That will go 1, 2, 3. So we'll go into preschool with some decent stats set up. Oh, there, much better. Okay, so yeah, so now we get, this is where we start getting the memory skills. As you can see, we're way behind on that, which I guess makes sense because the ability to get memory comes along later. I love the little Bunny and Quack's shirt there. Okay, well, go into, yeah. So we now we start having action points. We also start having mental health. At 3 years old. There we go. I'll save one of those for when we get home. Okay, here we go. This will help. There we go. So we caught up pretty quickly on the memory front. So let's see. That's 46. Yeah, we can't buy all of them. Okay, but yeah, now we get access to the entire tech tree. That's what we had earlier. So there's all the work we can do. Here's all of our entertainment. And we got this is our intelligence branch. We got math, comp sci, regular sci. There's the empathy one. We got the natural sciences, human biology, animal biology, plus law. You can go into politics or you can go into law. Also magic. Magic is the one Ruak mentioned earlier. It's gonna be a lot trickier because there's only one way to get in. Oh, there's also the physical. You can go into physical education. You can become a professional athlete. You can also become a cop or a soldier if you want to. No guesses as to why we haven't done that. Memory goes for literacy, plus cooking and social sciences. Imagination, we got art, creative writing, and music. These all take a particular spot to open up. And here we go. Then we have fashion, cinematography. You can be a director or an actor. And bowling. This is what we're hoping for. But we haven't unlocked charm yet. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab that now. Now, real quick, let's go ahead and watch some cartoons. And we're going to somehow fail at watching cartoons. Okay. Well, yeah. Empathy is way ahead. So I think the way I like to approach this is, at least until I know what I'm focusing on. This is a game that rewards specializing. You don't want to be an all-rounder, at least in terms of what you're pursuing in terms of the tech trees. A broad stat base is good because the more skills you learn and master, the more prepared for exams you'll be. But in terms of where you want to focus your efforts, it can be good to get a maybe a couple different stats to focus on. So are we going to be super prepared? Because this is going to ding our mental health, again, as a 3-year-old. You know what? Let's go for it. So we'll master counting to 10 and the basics of gardening. It's 3-year-olds, famously reliable when it comes to matters of gardening. There we go. We have how have you spent your preschool years? Those famously demanding preschool years. Anyway. Oh yeah, we have access to the slide now. Let's make sure to do that. So we unlock that, and it'll always be in our inventory of stuff we can do. And they'll go in here because it's a little bit quieter. Okay, that's as cheap as it's gonna get. Let's let's catch up on memory. Ooh, more memory nodes like that. Okay, yeah, empathy is streets ahead again. That's all right though. Am I gonna spend? No. Yeah, let's go home. Let's watch some cartoons. We'll bring that cost down by a little. There. Oh, actually, that didn't affect the cost at all. Oh well. It was only 1 point, so I guess it wasn't going to be that big of a difference. Yeah, let's go learn the alphabet. I feel it's going to be important. Yeah, that's not going to get any cheaper. So we might as well learn pet care basics too. So let's do, yeah, so we'll learn our alphabet, and we will do one pet care basic, and I know Jigs. Yeah, intelligence is starting to fall a little behind. Why don't we do that? Hey, Dykstra, good to see you. Yeah, we're just getting going here. We started with the full release of Tiny Bookshop, and it was like soup's real nice, very cozy, very chill. Everything I was hoping for. Yeah, bleh. Yeah, the alphabet is bleh. But how you doing, Dykstra? Hope you're having a good week wherever you happen to be. Yeah, I got inspired by watching Dan play this, and I thought, you know what, we'll give it a quick little run ourselves. Because I think, as I said there, it is one of my favorite comfort food games. And so our goal, if we get the good friend RNG, our goal is going to be we're going to become a professional bowler. You're good. Been a stressful work week. The big boss didn't ask us for a bunch of random stuff for 2026. Really? That sucks. Like, is it stuff you can deliver, or are they way off in the weeds? Let's see. So I got imagination. Our per turn memory is actually okay, but more would be better. Yeah, imagination is not a big focus for us right now. Why do we do this? Let's come out this way. Let's try to swing up there. Get as many of these as we can. Oh, stuff's planned for 2026. Okay. Boom! Got them all. Oh, so it's not as crazy as it sounds. Okay. Yeah, I'll take your word for it, because I know. Yeah, I guess it is August, so I guess it's not too terribly far out as far as, like, asking to think about next year, but still, that's, ugh. Eh. But yeah, professional bowler. So under the charm skill tree, you can go into fashion, cinematography, and bowling. There's a couple different friends who can take you to the bowling alley. But as long as you get access to the bowling alley, you have access to the bowling career path. Okay, more cartoons, because what's better for mental health than cartoons? I ask you, Chad. Okay, I can only get one of these. See, writing numbers and writing. That's going to be 3, and that's going to be 3. Okay. Let's learn to write. And we'll pick up writing numbers next time. Yeah, we're all basically we're almost there for the exam. Oh right, at least you got that. But yeah, that's empathy. We're okay on empathy. I'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll master writing, and more jigsaw puzzles. Yeah, more jigsaw puzzles. Yay! Okay, here we go. So it is the exam turn, but we are as prepared as we can be. Oh yeah, something they don't tell you. If you overfill, like if you learn or master skills beyond what would fill the exam readiness bar, that actually does carry over to the next one. Oh, nice. We can look for those. Yeah, we haven't found many of these special notes so far, so that's good. Yeah, we'll grab that. Okay, divided by 40. Do I want? Yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah. Getting passive stat gains are good. Yeah, we're trying to think long term. The sooner you pick these up, the better it is for the long term outlook. Yeah, we need this. Yeah, in terms of passive stat gain, memory is already out in front of everyone else. Then I say, why not more? Ooh, just at the end. I think in Chinese Parents, like the game's direct predecessor, every time you re-roll the brain map, there's actually a multiplier that gives you extra stats. And like the more times you do it, the higher that multiplier gets. No such thing here, but it would be very nice to have. What am I looking for here? Do I want some passive physic? Maybe? I'd prefer this, but I don't think we're going to get there. 20, 15, yeah, 20, 15. Yeah, we're not going to get there without any freebies. All right, fine. And the only reason I'm doing that is because every so often the parents will ask, like, raise your physique by, X number of points. And the higher your passive gain, the easier it is to do that without having to go out of your way. Okay. We do also have action points. Where we got 3, 1, 4. Yeah, we're not going to master any of those. There we go. So now we can't, yeah, we can't learn, we can't master any new skills, but we can pick up new ones. So we'll pick up writing numbers. So we have that in our pocket before we go to kindergarten, first grade. Can't remember. Yeah, this is preschool, so it would be we go to grade school. How about that? There we go. Yeah, so we are maximally prepared. Now we come to the match game. Now I'll say the way I like to do it is I like to burn through most of my turns, most of my clicks, get a good base of these, start answering them, and then if I find I'm short on a particular kind of point, I'll take the last couple turns I've left and harvest more of them. Excuse me. Now the other thing to look for, so if we don't have a ton of turns, but sometimes you can like click and then set up larger moves. Like I can get rid of these blue and those red and get a large chunk of yellow. But the question is, you know, is the juice worth the squeeze there? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But we do need more. Yeah, let's do this. We'll do that. Now we'll get that chunk of red. And then that chunk of blue. And now we'll get a big chunk of yellow. There we go. That's the stuff. Now, yeah, we need blue. There's a nice chunk here. I could get rid of these, get that yellow. And then we do this. Well, see, if I do that, we connect these. So do I want to get rid of this? There, now all this connects up. There we are. Okay, I got 4 turns left. That's a good bank. Let's start filling in these, and then we'll see if we need to chase points. We got a nice stash of red here, yellow here, and blue here. So go with the cheapies first. So what we don't want to do is like drain all of our points in one particular category first. We do kind of want to be selective. Okay, so we're up to a D, but we're short on blue and red. So I can grab yellow doing this, and then red doing this. Three, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get like a whole bunch. Yeah, let's do this bunch of blue, and we'll save 1 turn for an emergency. Okay, so we got a good amount of blue, good amount of yellow, less red. So we're gonna try to not spend red if we can. Beyond that. Okay, so we just need 21 points to get an A. So now I have more red, so I can do maybe this. Now, we only have 1 turn left. 1 click here. So what would get us the most bang for our buck? Well, 1 yellow would let us do that. That would put us over the top. If we get a bunch of red, yeah, we would need 9 red to click that and that. How we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That gives 18, so we can click pet training and gardening instruments. Now don't click that until you're absolutely ready. Yeah, kindergartners doing pet training. What could go wrong? Now here's the thing. Yeah, there's also seed points, or seed types. But that's only going to leave us with 3 blue points, which means we can't do that. And we can't do that either. So, yeah, these are mutually... Yeah, we're going to leave that. These are 22 combined. This is 20. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. There you go. So you see there, once you're past an A, you can keep filling up the bar, but you'll just get knowledge afterward. There we go. So we got an A. So we get our boost to our mental health, and we get 50 knowledge, which will cash in soon. There we go. Welcome to elementary school, where don't pay ignore the alphabet there. Everything's fine. Everything's perfectly normal. You admit it. You weren't using those letters anyway. Oh, yes, and now we have access to the charm stat. And you better believe we're going to be going after that. And now we have these here. So there are also these big nodes that can get you more action point cap and more brain point cap. We're going to make a particular point of seeking those out. Because getting those means there's more free action we can do without using study slots, and there's more time you can spend in the brain map. Yep, exactly, Oliver. 26 letters is showing off. And no one likes a show off. Now you notice all of these are quite expensive, but in this like our stats are actually good for this point in the game. What that's telling us is we're a little ahead of the curve, so we're not. Whatever it's going to cost more to keep up with the skills, but that's okay because we have skills left over that we can still master. There we are. That's what I was looking for. Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I think we just farm charm. Yeah. Ooh. Man, we are absolutely cleaning up on these free points. You love to see it. I know I'm passing up a couple there, but I don't think we're not going to go very hard on imagination this run. Like, our core school stats are int, empathy, and memory. And charm is where our career focus is going to be. Oh yeah, so now we have parental expectations too, which we're going to get hit with the moment we walk through the door. One of your parents is reading the newspaper. Okay, again, this always seems to happen. We get attacked. Again, we get attacked for being slug about. Again, we're 5, and our parents are calling us lazy. At 5. Yeah, I'm 5 years old. I'm hyperactive by nature. Yeah, I love moving around. Like you always complain that I spend too much time outside and not enough time studying. Well, how about we go outside together and play some ball? Okay, so they're asking us to raise our physique. And we do so, okay, raise our physique by 100 points. So, yeah, three physique per turn, not going to cut it. And we do have this now. Yeah, so this is one way we can go, so the arcade, if we get the pride, you get pride by doing the parental expectations. We hit that, we can go to the arcade. That's where you get the comp sci. You get the gallery. That's where the imagination. And then also get and these are all like in various entertainments. Building models, listening to music, playing board games. You can take trips to take an entire turn, but they give you a big stat boost. But yeah, this is where we're going to focus, because they're harder to get, but they're way powerful. It's like a highlighter, extra brain point cap, action point cap, and the most expensive one gets you a permanent schedule slot, which gives you a ton of flexibility, and like more options. That's what we're really looking for. More ways to spend action points and like you drive up our stat gains before we start using schedule slots. Yeah, we don't have to watch cartoons. That's totally fine. There, we are a master of watching cartoons. Nobody is better at watching cartoons than us. Okay. Yeah, our egregious cartoon watching did make our parents a little annoyed with us, so I guess we'll do our homework. There, okay, so it's gonna ding us for 5 points. It'll raise the parents by 5, and we'll master 2 skills. There we go. And we'll get more knowledge as we go. Okay, in front of the elementary school, you see a lone girl standing on the grass. She's talking at no one, as if there was an audience there. So the doctor says, "Stop doing that." She pauses as if waiting for laughter. Okay, this is, oh god. Billy? I forget her name. Yeah, we called her. Oh, I'm just practicing. Want to hear my stand-up? I can use a real person. Not that my imaginary audience isn't great, but they're really easy to please. Sure. Or not Billy, Bobby, I think it is. Yeah, show me your stuff. Okay, let's go. She turns her back to you, takes a deep breath, then turns back around. Oh, I didn't see you there. You see, she waves her hand in front of her face. I'm not wearing my glasses. She pauses as if expecting laughter. Okay, we'll be all right. We'll be cool. It's pretty good. I guess I heard it on TV. All right, I'm Bobby Grail. I'm gonna be famous. It's great to meet you. Her energy is intense. It's hard not to believe her. She has a few more jokes, but eventually heads off. Okay, so there's our elementary school friend. So we know now we're not going to have access to the place where you learn magic. Because really, you can only learn magic at the local Sky Tree, or whatever. Okay, we have an elementary school exam, which we're already 64% ready for. Okay, we got 2 turns to get 97 physique, so we're going to pop out here. We're going to play on the swing. Parents aren't going to like it, but they'll just learn to deal with it. But because we tried a new activity for the first time, we get a little stat boost there too. Okay, now we go to the brain map, and yeah, we're probably going to have to look for some physique. Ooh, but I want these though. Yeah, so the question, so if we didn't care about parental expectations, we could just do our usual thing, grab these passive stat gains. But the getting those extra caps that the cap raises and the in the schedule slot, they're just so powerful. Parents need to learn to like it. They want you to be active. We're being active. We're out. There's no indoor swing sets. We're doing exactly what they wanted. And it's not even malicious compliance. Which I would normally be doing, but no, we're trying to be the good child. Okay, we're about halfway there. Unfortunately, we're not getting a lot of luck in the in like free points or the reroll. Now the node where you refresh the map, that's not guaranteed. Okay. Do I just want to do this 3 more times? We could. Do I have anything unlocked? No, we gotta learn that. We can buy light synthesis. It's gonna be real expensive though. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a +5. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna burn all of our action points here. Okay, yeah, so we only need 42 physique points. But the thing is, like, we don't have anything we can study to raise our physique. Like, there's no other places we can go, no activities. As far as I know. Do you have any... Well, yeah, now that we have that unlocked, we can do that. Excuse me. In our schedule. So if we master this, we get 25. That'll take 3. Things like we need to get the parental approval up a little bit too. So I can do 3 of these. That's gonna be -6. Maybe we can do something like yeah, we'll write our numbers. So we'll take a little bit of edge off of that. There you go. And the reason we care about the parental approval is we need to get it up here to proud to use the special shot. Okay, math class. The class where the maths are at. The easiest way to handle multiplying 9s is murder. Are you as bored as I am? Not emphatically. Oh, it's just so... Ahem. If you two can't keep it down, you can both spend your time doing study hall in the library. No, don't blame Bobby. We nodded enthusiastically. Just go. Generally, the really bad kids are sent to study hall. It's good to know that stuffy math class. Not that this is much better. Now, let's make you read or do homework. It's not so bad. We can pass notes. Study hall is boring, but Bobby's weird notes make it a little less boring. There we go, and we actually took care of that before we even got to this turn. We have access to the library. Ooh, and that's got hide and seek, which increases our charm. We like that. Yeah, you can see we can buy these, but they are also like the cheapest they can get is 30. So we might be a little ahead. Well, should we? Yeah. Oh, and now we have access to social studies as well, right? So we should start, leaning on these a little bit too. Ooh, okay. So really want that. Really want that. So what's the most efficient way to get there? There we go. Yeah, so even if we don't find the reroll, at least this way we've we got our brain point and our action point cap up for the future. Well, no luck there. But we got the important stuff. Yeah, then we can do hide and seek here, another entertainment, and then we have hopscotch here. But again, those are all things our parents do not necessarily approve of. Now we can start those, but if you want to go a little bit min-maxing, what we do is we wait until we get the next request from our parents and we see what stats they want us to bring up there. Or if it's just learn new skills. There we go. You like your parents painting the wall in the living room. Want to lend us a hand? Sure, whatever. Yeah, why not? Here, everybody should help. What's this weird blue tape for? That's guide tape. Help us not paint things we don't want to. Makes sense. You should always learn everything you can about any skill you can. Being versatile is an advantage. I'll keep that in mind, said the 6-year-old. Okay, learn two new skills or activities. Perfect. Because then, yeah, we learn. We just spend action points on those 2 skills at school, and it'll be just fine. Okay. Yeah, nothing in the city yet. Apparently, they won't let a 6-year-old go out wandering yet. Yeah, so we'll. What's that gonna do? Okay, plus 5, 150 pride. That's good. Yeah, let's. I could burn through. We could push up our mental health. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. It put us at 69 and the parents at 41. Now, we probably don't. I'm gonna skip that just because we want to get the parents up to proud so we can go start, pushing for these, especially this one. But they don't tick over to proud until it's like past 70. And that's going to be a ways. I will pick up light synthesis. It's the cheapest we got. And we don't want to spend too many turns just kind of, kicking our heels. I think, yeah, that should count. Yeah, and that counts for 1. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get +8 to the parents. And then Jigsaw. We'll move closer to maxing that out. So +7. There we go. You look at things in school ever when you guys probably singing show tunes, capital show tunes. Oh, stand in the way of love. Yeah, my parents loved that song. They had live recording. We played it in the car. Woo! It's the library menu. Let her finish. And that's why dealing between the adventure, the color of the air, the breath of your stare. She's finally done. Oh, she's so sorry. I just really love that song. Sometimes the music just takes me. Oh, she's still noisy, but she's never quite that loud again. Yeah, I haven't had Bobby a bunch of times, so some of the NPC friends, I know what we need to do. So they can their maximize their friendship quest line. But yeah, I haven't seen her a whole lot, so I'm kind of just feeling my way there. Okay, we'll get 1 more. That's -2. That's -3. Okay. We'll learn how to hide and seek. Boom. Okay, we're up to 70. Yeah, I think we'll be okay for the exam. Okay, definitely want that. Passive skill wise, it's all right. Int is a little behind, or maybe empathy is just way ahead. That could also be. Hey, there we go. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, so we got to come at it from this way. That's, yeah, because otherwise we have to go like all the way around, which we don't necessarily want. Ooh, wow, nice. Okay, we'll grab that, and that, and that. But now we don't want to do this because that gives you a boost of 40, but we can't go past our 100, so we need to spend a little bit. And we'll spend there, and there. There. We'll get a little charm in the bank, too. Ooh, want. Nice. Because I think so. In the lake games, like usually by the end of high school, I got like a couple hundred action points, and and enough brain points to where we can take out the entire map if we don't find a refresh, which is a great place to be. And as I say, the biggest thing is it gives you more options, and more options, more better. Okay, we got 2 refreshes, and we got a lot of action point cap and more brain point cap. We like it. And now we can start picking up more skills again. And we have hopscotch waiting out there, but that's red, and we're good on red. So again, we're gonna wait until we hear from the parents what they want from us. know, and you see, like, the game makes these parental requests are going to be a regular thing. Okay, let me go for the door. All right, hotshot. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Footsteps. That's right, you got it. Now, what is it that belongs to you, but is more used by others? My name. Nice, you got it. Now, don't get complacent. Make sure to keep your mind sharp, all right, champ? Okay, they want us to raise our memory. Perfect. That means we can spend some points here, and we pick up spelling. It's a little expensive, but okay, they want 100. And that gets us a quarter of the way right there. Now, I think, is that... Okay, that's also 4, which is perfect. So, because they are the points we want, I will go ahead and we'll burn our action points watching cartoons. I hate floating action points, but right now we're very limited in how we can spend them outside of school, which makes sense. We're 6. There we go. Now, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get us 30. Let's see. That'll be 55 right there. Yeah, with our passive gain, we should be just fine. And then to... Oh, yeah. We'll also master the jigsaw puzzle. Very good. Oh, we're 1 point short. All right, yeah, we're just fine. Okay, yeah, want that. Oh, yeah, we take that, we'll fulfill it instantly. Do we want to do that, though? I say we make a beeline for both of those. There we go. Now, yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of points left, but we'll see if we can manage. Alright, fine. There we go. Okay, so they're up to 63. I think with one more round of homework and another request, that should get them high enough to where we can shop at the special shop. Ooh! At the last second. Oh, okay. Can we get here? I got 40 points, so it can take 20, so 35, 30, 25, 20. We can. Nice. Ooh. Woo! Look at that roll. More? More. Yeah, yeah, stats are good. Our passive stat gain is not that impressive, but we're a little ahead of the... Yeah, you see, we're at the point where we need to raise just our base stat just to be able to purchase a skill, let alone bring it cheap enough to actually buy. So that's telling us we are, in fact, well ahead of the game. So I don't feel the least bit bad chasing after these. Not that I would anyway, because more stats, more better. Okay, do I want... We invest in physique? Empathy? Or do I grab a few more extra points in charm? Nah, let's think long term. Ooh. All right, there we go. Yeah, so the button clicky stuff, the working through the brain map, this this is the fun part of the game. It's definitely the part that draws you in, and because when Halion was going through this, there's a lot of dialogue to mash through, and he's not the biggest fan of that. But this was the part of the game that he found the most fun as well, which understandable. And I don't have any charm points, so more freebies. All right, there we go. Now, once again, no, okay, no, I know we're gonna float action points again, and I hate that, but I don't want to go all in until we know what it is we're meant to be doing. So we'll hold off on that. Say, if we go in and we start doing a bunch of hopscotch, it's going to crater parental approval when we kind of need it. You see Bobby off by herself again. She also sees you. Hey, wanted to see me do a scene? I've been practicing one for the Dino movie. Sure. What's up, Bobby? No, I just want to try this scene out. And she does her best voice and pose and everything. Debbie, you give me that shotgun, because if you don't, that lizard out there is going to eat our children. Like, we're 7. We're not drama critics. That was pretty good. You think so? Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course it is. I've been working on it all week. So, I've been meaning to ask, would you ever want to hang out outside of school? Sure, why not? Of course, you can come over sometime, maybe next week. Oh, great, yes, let's set it up. She's obviously overjoyed. It's almost off-putting how happy she is. You make plans to hang out in the future. Okay, here we go. Family will bet you're watching a Bunny and Quack movie. Wow, I can't believe Quack forgave Bunny after all that happened. Wouldn't you forgive your friends no matter what they did? I mean, it depends on what they did. I guess you have something small like sneaking a candy. But if they take one of my favorite toys, never. Do you really value a toy over your friendship? Yes. Yes, I mean, maybe? I'm not sure anymore. It's not always easy to forgive others, but it's not easy to hold a grudge either, and usually it's not worth it. Speak for yourself, Dad. You monitor those words as Quack and Bunny make up. Okay, raise our empathy. So, it's a big help that we laid off. We held off of the hopscotch, so we can get more empathy when we go back to school, because we'll get that initial burst of points for learning a new skill. And they want 100 again. Okay, easily done. Okay. Let's see, where in the okay, so we're about to buy our 3rd math skill. We finished 3 empathy. And we finished 3 literacy. We do have the 1st social science. So, yeah, we could buy both of these. They're overpriced, but not as much as they once were. Yeah, just like that, we're 82% ready. Oh, we also now we can learn to do blanket forts, which is nice, but it's also it's good for us. It's a little bigger ding to parental approval. Let's hold off on that for just a bit. Because yeah, we'll get plenty of empathy in the mental map and with the hopscotch. So let's keep pushing parental approval in the form of yeah. So int is behind empathy and memory. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 there. That'll give them +8. That'll get up to 71, and we'll take the slide and it'll leave them at 70. Oh well, do we? We have 600. Oh, we need 650. Okay, never mind. We can't actually get it now. All right, yeah. So slide it is. We'll give that 1 point of empathy. Now in the future, having the parents in the green as they are there, that'll mean more allowance. Now they are proud, so if you wanted to get the special shop now, we could. Well, not after this. But the thing we really want is one more completion away. Yeah, so that'll get us, well, 50 when we master, but we'll get a big burst of that when we start. All right. Okay, I want. We are up to 115 brain points. Again, we started this school year with 85. That's a good push. There we go. Okay. Now we start going for empathy nodes, and we start digging for a refresh. Yes, we're already almost halfway there. Yeah, because those are 7 each. Yeah, 3/4 of the way there. We don't even have to go that hard on the hopscotch anymore. I mean, we will, but we don't have to. Okay. Yeah, so we need 18 to complete this now. And that's going to be a +5. So if we do this once, we're going to lose 3. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, we don't want to do any more yet. We're gonna go home. Okay, you and Bobby are hanging out in your room. Thanks for having me over. I can't really talk about any things I like at home. Well, why not? Oh, not a big deal. Both my parents went into the army and are really pushing me to, sign up. We're in elementary school, my God. They think me wanting to be an actor is silly. Why do they think it's silly? I don't know, maybe. They told me I should do something real, but acting is real, right? I guess. Exactly. She sings show tunes with you for a few hours before eventually heading out. See you next time, friendo. Oh, now that's just a basic razor physique. Right, so here's what we do. We pop right in here. We can buy we could buy both of those, but this is going to help us a lot. So we buy a full schedule slot. So now we got 6 instead of 5. Now, if we get our mental health up into the green, like where our parent satisfaction is now, we'll have an extra slot. But that one can go away depending on where our mental health is. Whereas that one's there for good. And we're going to celebrate by learning to make blanket forts. There we go. Even things out a little bit. Oh, right. We do have... we can... You know that is physique, obviously. Okay, that'll be our 4th math, our 4th empathy, or... Oh, wait, we learned geography. So we have something new to learn, so we don't actually have to buy either. We let that cost come down. Why don't we do that? So yeah, let's master geography. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do a few rounds on the old swing set. And then we can worry about the getting the parents proud again once we're back up over 300 pride. This will never not be funny. Yeah, it's a 7-year-old supervillain in training. I mean, as career paths go, at least it's lucrative. Okay, so we have to get 85 physique in 2 turns. I think we managed that. No, we have 3 turns till the exam. Ooh, there we go. There we are. Exactly, Oliver. Yeah, what's the superheroes are all the rage, but if there's no villains, like what are the superheroes going to deal with? Climate change? Come on now. Oh yeah, now we're getting into these. Yes, these so the big mortarboards here, they lower the cost of all available skills by 10%. Really good value the higher these costs are, but they're also 20 points. Yeah, our brain points are better spent elsewhere just now. There we go. Yeah, we're up in these up in our stat caps real nicely. I'd like both of those. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There we are. Yeah. So if I hit this, we're gonna lose like 7 points here, 6 points here, 7 points here, but 33 points here. Now, if we needed to catch up quickly, that'd be one thing, but we really don't. So I don't think we have to do that. We need 30 more physique. Hey, there we go. And we still have points to spare. Ah, no, I'm not gonna hit that. Let's dig for a refresh. It might not be there, but let's just check. Okay, yeah, unless it's into one of a very few, we might just not have a refresh on this board, and that's fine. In which case, we'll just do that. Now, we do have a bunch of points, so we could actually invest in all of those if we wanted to. And we wouldn't even be overspending by that much. But first, let's see what our parents want from us now. Oh, you and Bobby go to the movies with your father. The film ends up being some war movie. You had been hoping for something more fun. Oh, wasn't that a rousing adventure behind enemy lines? Yeah. Bobby's father turns to you. Oh, what did you think of it? It's alright. It was great. Like when he jumped on the grenade with his helmet? Ha! I like your friend, Roberta. I've asked you to call me Bobby so many times. Oh, I've got to hit the latrine. Back in a jiff. Yeah, there are... Let's see. Bobby's got military parents. Wendy's got military parents. So there's... Yeah, there's definitely some crossover there. Oh, and... oh, no. I was saying, did Jake? No, Jake's dad is just an asshole. Sorry about him. He seems intense. He's not intense. Kind of like you, but in a whole other way. We're nothing alike. I can't wait for middle school. I'm gonna do so many after-school things. Stay out of the house as much as I can. Yeah, we're definitely psyched. I'm excited too. I just got a lot more freedom and some interesting classes. Yeah, I'm taking acting class. It's gonna be great. She grabs her hand and goes to run out front as her dad comes out of the bathroom. Maybe the most childlike thing you ever did before middle school. Really? Oh, here we go. One boring day at home. I'm so bored. Bored, kiddo. You know, only boring people get bored. Okay, I'm gonna go be bored in my room. Guess I'm just boring. You head to your room. But no, I was just enjoy being bored. Ah, now we have access to the Cineplex. Now they want us to raise our imagination. That's going to be more difficult. Because we don't really have anything that can do that. Yeah, our parent, who was us in a previous life, not always the sharpest on the comeback. As we go to the movies, oh, I think we can. Here, let's do this now. So we have Luca Cox, semi-famous indie director, showing off his new film Nowhere on Venus. The movie theater is having a special guest show up after his film and a Q&A. The movie is actually quite good, if a bit pretentious. Well, he is a semi-famous indie director. Afterwards, he comes out and talks about the industry, his career, and advice. Well, if you want to be good, you got to make a goddamn good film. Yeah, no, this is the Vile Monarch logo. They also had to do a wedge into his shirt there. Vile Monarch being the people who made this game. But I made some goddamn good films. Of course, my first film, well, you'll never see that. Some people at the Q&A laugh. Let's get some questions from the audience. Suddenly he points at you, the 8-year-old. You there! What was your worst experience? All of them. Only half joking. Unlike some people, I find it all hard. Maybe that's why you're only a semi-famous indie director. Organizing, dealing with people, talking to you all here. It feels like I'm bleeding. I've always been melodramatic, though. I can't stop either. The thing to keep in mind is that experiences are always good and bad. You have to ask yourself if you love it. So advice for all you young little blips, start small, understand you're going to suck, and don't let anyone tell you you're wrong. Okay. Okay, so there is, yeah, I think, so there's you see that popcorn there. So at some point we'll be allowed to start the the cinematography chain with film history. We've gone that direction. If we don't get bowling, maybe we could go down the acting route. Anywho's will be. Yeah, let's just spend. Yeah, we'll spend knowledge points like a drunken 8-year-old. What? There we go. Yeah, we used up almost all of them, but that's okay, because we're now we have plenty of things to study, and we can progress our exam readiness that way, as opposed to just picking up new skills. Oh yeah, raise our imagination. Are we just gonna do blanket forts a bunch of times? Honestly, yes. Because we've already got. Yeah, we got the planner, so we don't have to get cause like yeah, that's only 5-point brain cap. That's only 5-point action cap. They're nice. They're not essential. There we go. Okay, so we're a quarter of the way there. Yeah, we don't have much passive imagination gain. That's all right. Let's see. Let's keep mastering skills. Yeah, that's a 5 spot, so we're a little ahead of the curve there. Sociology as an 8-year-old. Now let's learn our add, subtract, multiply, divide. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then more blanket forts. I should get 50 for mastering that. Wow. Bobby's hanging out in front of the school. Bobby gives you a smile like she might have been waiting for you. Hey! She gives a slow, sad wave. This is the end of the school year. Woohoo! I didn't think it hit me this hard. Hey, here's to new beginnings. Oh well, new beginnings can be fun. And scary. Oh, very scary. Scary can be fun sometimes. Absolutely. That's why they invented phasmophobia. Sometimes. Oh, we gotta get to class. I guess see you next year. Of course. Which is weird because we have 2 turns to go. But alright, if you say so. Okay, yeah, we need 5. We're good there. That's gonna be what? 5? Yeah, 5 to parental approval. So we need another 3 if we were going to if we're gonna finish that this turn, but we don't have to. It's fine. There we go. Oh, yeah, there's our one imagination node. There we are. Lovely. Yeah, so we can't get the stuff from the special shop. We just need the parental approval to get higher. No problem. Oh yeah. So the eyeballs, they unlock like a certain every cell in like a certain radius, like within 2 or 3 tiles. It costs 10 points. Is it worth? Questionable. Depends on how much you have. Like if it only reveals like within a 2 tile radius, eh. But 3 seems to be generally worth it. Okay, what are we actually looking for here? Well, we're looking for the exit. Or more free points. More free points are always good too. Like so. But yeah, I don't know that we're gonna get a reset, which is unfortunate. But yeah, these things happen. Okay. Oh, so do we want to just punt and cash this in? It would make like these all like 10, 10, 18 less. Is that? Or do we take 4 more swings at finding a refresh? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so we still have those. Yeah, let's see what we were up to next. Do you play nice with everyone? Being nice is lame. And we try, sometimes it's hard. But then this one kid is really mean, but he's funny, so everyone still talks to him. I try to be nice, and then he just insults me, and everyone laughs. I understand your frustration, but trust me, getting popular that way won't last long. I beg to differ, Mom. Are you familiar with podcasts? And being nice doesn't mean you have to be lame. If you're going to be funny and polite, I guarantee everyone will want to befriend you. Again, strong disagree. Well, there we go, raise our charm. Well, we're trying to do that anyway. Let's see, this will be our 5th math. This will be our 5th of that, and our... Oh, yeah, can't do that. Oh, it'll be our 2nd social science. Well, no, okay, here's the thing. This is the cheapest. And when in doubt, we go for value. Okay, we got 3 turns to raise our charm. The thing is, when we roll over to the exam, the store is going to change. So the question is, how highly do we value those 5 at? Yeah, again, and they're nice, but they're only 5 each. Maybe we save that pride and we go for the good stuff when we hit junior high. Yeah, clothes, I'm not into aesthetics. Trips, not worth the stats. Arcade, gallery, maybe. The building models, that's for int. The board games, that's for memory. Oh wait, the listening to music. Oh, listening to music is for charm. Okay, we're gonna get that. There we go. I remember now. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind spending a little bit there. Unfortunately, yeah, we can't actually go. Yeah, the park is where we would normally go to do that, using our action points. But we don't have access to the park yet. Let's see, 15, 30, 60. We can get 5 rounds of blanket force and, pump up our mental health. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Daisy, now we're in the green, so we actually have another scheduling slot. How are we going to use that? Let's... Yeah, we still need to raise our charm. Now we have access to listening to music. Let's see, if we go... Yeah, memory is the one that's behind now. Let's go... We'll master sociology, and then we'll do 3 rounds of listening to music. Grrr. 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 Yay! Yeah, the joys of wired headphones. Okay, there you go. So one turn left, and we are ready for the exam. So the world is our oyster, or as much as it can be for a 9-year-old. So more charm. We can also go. Yeah, we can spend our points here and get that cranked up as well. Ooh, I want though. There we go. Hey, see, we're already almost there. There, easy peasy. So now what? Let's go. Yeah, we'll dig for an exit or free points. Free points are also good. Yeah, so the idea here is we want to open up as many cells as possible. So if you can find one where you open up 3, that is preferable. Yeah, see here. So unlock all cells in a range of 2. Not worth it. Again. Yeah, you're missing a little here, but that's okay. That's all right. We're in good shape. Like we're moving into middle school techs before we're in middle school. I'm sorry if I bumped the mic there. I ought not do that. Yeah. When in doubt, I guess we'll bank more points. Now, oh no, we're good. So we don't even need to go do hide and seek. Raise your empathy, they say. Okay. Oh yeah, where are we on that? Yeah, we could still go learn food chains, so we don't have to overspend on evolution. Yeah, we can. And like, what'll that do for us? Mastering that gets us 45, and then yeah, so that'll be just fine. Gosh dang it, action points again. yeah, let's keep up with the social sciences. We'll learn that. And I guess should we know how to read before we leave elementary school? I feel like that might be important. Let's see, 40, 40, and 40. Okay. Once again, this is about as cheap as it's going to get. It's 18 points, close enough. The rest can wait. Now, points. Yeah. So we'll go do hopscotch at school on the morrow. So if we're going to annoy our parents thusly, again, I hate banking action points. We were not a whole lot we can do with them here. What will we do? So we're gonna master food chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll do a couple rounds of hopscotch. 1, 2. That's gonna be so plus 10 minus. So it's gonna be plus 4 to the parents. They're gonna be at 60, and we're gonna be at minus 15 plus 6 minus 9, 75, which is fine. We'll still be in the green. Again, easy as you like. Okay, that's almost maximally cheap, and that'll be real cheap too. Okay, yeah, we're definitely in good shape. So now, yeah, basically, the world, yeah, we can just do whatever direction we want. And what I want to do is keep those point caps going up. There we go. Yeah, it has, even with our extra brain points, it's been a hot minute since we found an exit. Okay, range of 4, that for 10 points, that's worth. Now, as I say, those exits are they're not guaranteed. Like we see right here. We are we just don't have the option. So, I guess well, that's as cheap as it's going to get. Wait, let's think about this. So, that's going to cost 20 points. Right? Yeah, that's 4 clicks. How much is that going to save us? So 10%, that's 8 points, nothing. Basically nothing. And 20, so 28 points for that 1 click. Versus, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a gain of 40 versus a savings of 28. So really, we should just ignore this and either, get stats or bank knowledge points for later. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna, yeah, int is a little behind. Are we gonna bank some, or are we gonna go? Yeah, we'll We'll bank knowledge points for later. Okay, and then, yeah, we'll... okay, yeah, this is my min-max brain taking over. We're floating action points again, but I don't necessarily want to do that until we have the, until we know where our points are supposed to go. Hey, kiddo, check this out. Careful, pulling a glass of clear liquid with an egg inside. Yesterday I put this egg in a glass of vinegar. They got a hold in their hand. What do you think is going to happen when I drop it? This is obviously a trick question. It's going to bounce. Is it a trick question? Is it going to bounce somehow? Well, let's find out. Let go of the egg, it falls down to the ground, but to your surprise, it doesn't break. Wow. Surprised? The shell is dissolved in vinegar, and all that's left is a soft membrane. Isn't science fascinating? If you study a lot, you'll learn a lot more interesting wonders like this. Yeah, you're also going to waste eggs. Eggs are expensive. Okay, raise your intelligence. Oh, no, we can't... Yeah, we don't have... Yeah, we're going into the exams, so we don't... We can pick up the skill, but we can't master it. That's going to have to wait until later. Oh, right. This store is going to turn over. Yeah, we don't have access to those just yet. Honestly, yeah, we're missing out on a 5 cap either way. I'm not too fussed. We got the important one. Let's get the chutes and ladders in the modeling kit. That way we won't have to spend money on them later. Yeah, but you can tell that you can tell it's the 90s economy all over. The way they are just, wantonly wasting eggs for, home science experiments. Do I want either of these? Not especially. We might have access to those later, so let's go into hold off. But because we did those, now we have access to... Yeah, we have building models, so that's the way we can raise our int. And and the music and the board games, yeah. Although weirdly, you have to go to the arcade to play the board games. Not sure how that works. Okay, yeah, these are as cheap as can be. We might as well get them now. Now we are over prepared for the exam. Yeah, let's just roll into it. No, it's fine. Where do we even, what is the location where we build models? You would think it'd be at home, but apparently it's not. Right. Anyway, we'll deal with that after the exam. Alright, so now we got red, blue, yellow, and now they're throwing in green as well. Oh, right, and then now this is the point where I think if you get enough, I think it's like, is it 6 in a row? You get a, you can cash out an entire row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check that. Yes, okay, so if you get 6 in a row, you get one of these, so you can take out an entire row or an entire column. Which is nice. It's more helpful if you can kind of chain them, but You don't always have that option. Uh, there we go. And now we can do, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, did not want that. So the nice thing, you can't actually trigger these arrows with other arrows. But like, so I would need one going across here to do that. And it's going to be just a littlest bit annoying. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now ideally, ack, I say. Hey, Squidmo, good to see you. Welcome in. How's your week going? And yes, it is maximally rude. I even set out to get them all on the same row, and yet, boo. But I hope you're doing well, Squid. Also, let me throw Squid a little love here. Part of our Hail fam. And a fellow fan of growing up as well, which we love to see.
Like, are there monsters? This isn't gonna be like Repo, right? No monsters. Okay. It's just me, right? Not Repo. Okay. What if the puzzle game is a lie? This isn't Portal. It's different. Oh. Oh. Blood? Stop.
Only the one clip. It's a good clip though. And you know, this is definitely not, you know, peer pressure to, you know, to get you to stream on your own. No, I don't know why you'd even suggest that. One day, okay. Well, we'll hold you to that, Squid. But always good to see it. Okay, so what? One more try. I'm gonna hit that. We're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green. If I get another vertical arrow, son of a. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I should focus on getting points. We still have an exam to take. We are short on blue. Let's see if we can do something about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My God. Like, okay, do I have bleed over from blueprints? Do I secretly have a compass and everything is gonna point north now? This is a goddamn Greek tragedy. This is. But shit. Okay, Squid. I think the game is annoyed with me for breaking it over my knee, and so they refuse to have anything that points east-west. It has to be that. Thank you, game. And game, do you know what I'm going to do now? Do you? So, remember what I said about how you can trigger arrows with other arrows? Watch what happens when I just click this one right here. Take that. Oh yeah, super luminal. Yeah, it's it's a solo kind of puzzle game. There's a lot of like forced perspective, and it is not. Correct me if I'm wrong, Squidmill. I don't believe it is it's spooky necessarily. It's just a little surreal at times. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It took more patience than I thought I had, but we made it work. Ooh, I would love these to connect up. I don't think we're gonna get that. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Boodle doodle doodle, boodle doodle 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 do. Ooh, okay. Now, normally I would take this out so we get even more blue, but I'm going to stop right here so we can get all of these on the same line, like so. Now, can I do that again? Ooh, I can. Now, hang on. If I take this out, we can connect up. Oh, no, that's going to drop there. We have to take this out, too. Do I want to do that? You know what? Sure. We're flexing. There, now we go boodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo, like so. And we go boodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doo, like so. And so once again... Oh, wait, no, stop. I got one right here. There. We are absolutely going to stunt on these fools. Okay, I'm gonna stop because we're down to 8 turns. So let's start ticking off these points. We'll start with the cheapies. Yeah, so it's. I will say the ability to chain those is a lot. It's a lot easier when you only have the 4 colors. Later on we're gonna get up to 5 and then 6. And yeah, but then you also get some different tech to like wipe out an entire color in one go. So it definitely obviously get more complicated as you go. Yeah, 40 hours and you're. Oh, okay. I appreciate that, Squid. Thank you. Yeah, I think what am I pushing? 200 hours in this game now. So yeah, we've been doing this a bit. Yeah, I played a crap ton of this before I started streaming, and it was yeah, and I was treating it much the way I do now. It's just a good chill time, and just like you were saying on Dan's stream, number go up, psychologically satisfying. Let's see. Okay, we got a lot of red, some green and yellow, and not that. Okay, let's avoid spending blue if we can, just for a little bit. Although now they all want blue. Okay, there we go. So now I see now we're up to an A. But if we fill the meter again, then we get more knowledge points after we finish. And yes, we love number go up, not in the Dan Olsen sense, but in the videos game sense. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right. Yeah, some green would be nice. Ooh, how do I do this without messing up? Well, we gotta. there's a chain here. Ah, is it worth though? Here, I'll do that, and then we'll do that. Oh, I don't. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. So we click this. It's gonna fire that, and then that's gonna fire that. Okay. And now we do cleanup duty. A little bit more red, less green. Okay, let's stay away from green. Well, yeah, we'll do that. More red's okay. Yeah, so let's stay away from blue for now. All right, yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we've aced the exam and then some, but there's no such thing as too much overkill. All right. There we got A's. We got. Oh, the parents are gonna start mega happy. We're gonna be mega happy. We got a huge bunch of knowledge points. There we are. We get the access to the cafe, the galleria, and yes, the our none more 90s sweater. You love to see it. Okay. Am I gonna do one more turn? Let's do one more turn. Oh yeah, okay, we still need to raise our intelligence. We can do that with geometry. Ooh, nice. Good. Let's do it. How? There we go. You think you legit wear this? But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but it would just, it brings back a lot of a 90s nostalgia. So where are we? Okay, we need 38 more. That's fine. Oh, does this? Oh yeah, it still increases by 40. I also so Squid, our goal. We missed out on one. The goal is to become a professional bowler. So we're waiting to go hard on Sharp. But we need a particular friend. Yeah, that's the goal. We're gonna go. We're gonna unlock the bowling tree. Well, we can't actually be the dude because we are of the female variety. But we're gonna be the gender flip dude. But we gotta unlock the bowling alley first, and no one seems to be doing that. Fine. There we go. Ooh, 4. Nice. Yes. That's good value. Yay! Now we can grab whatever. Okay. Yeah, we might just not get one again. Which again, annoying, but we can't exactly blame the game. We're not guaranteed one of those. Okay, so yeah, even if we don't get the bowling tree, we'll still be a charming individual in whatever career path we choose. You don't have anything there. Hey, kiddo, how are your finances going? I I don't have any. You haven't, Father. You have not given me an allowance. How 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 am I meant to have finances to go if you do not provide me with the money? I swear, first turn we have an allowance. Now we got this nonsense. I could use more because anything is more than zero. Actually, I could use a little more. Oh, don't roll. In that case, why not do some part-time jobs? Cause I'm 10. I am a 10-year-old who wants to earn my money. Cause I'm a good little capitalist. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I only own the one tie, so I can't give you any money. Earn $100. Okay, we do have access to the rest of the world now, though, which is good. So earn $100. Oh yeah, so the store flipped over. Okay, the arcade ticket and the gallery ticket, those stick around. That's good. We got a bike, boombox. Okay, that's green. That's red. That's yellow, and that's blue. That opens the arcade for comp sci. That's the gallery for art, and that's the carnival for stuff. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, let's. So 10 action point cap, 5 allowance per turn. More if they have high satisfaction. Brain point cap, or just $100. Okay, we're supposed to earn $100. If I just ask for $100, do we complete the request? I'm okay. Let's just try. Let's see. Yep. Thanks, suckers. And you know what? So now that we invested in the short-term stonks, let's invest in the. Do we invest in the long-term stonks, or do I take the points? Screw it. We invest in stonks. Now we're gonna get the carnival at some point, but while they're proud, we'll go ahead and do that. You've done that before, yeah. I wasn't sure, but I was just so curious. I had to try. Okay, but yeah, they're right now we can study film history, but yeah, we're not quite charming enough to do that. Oh yeah, here we got Mahjong, the local diner, the only restaurant. Oh, sit anywhere you like, anywhere. Because it gives you a menu and a big smile. How about a milkshake on the house? I mean, sure. If it's free, it's for me. That'd be swell. Haven't heard anyone say that in a while. Yeah, we're an old-timey 10-year-old. Be right back, hun. Bring your drink out very quickly. Want anything else? Are you doing all the cooking? Oh, well, during the business hours, there's no more someone to help. But on the off hours, yeah, it's just me. Mahjong. Short order cook and world's best waitress. Short order cook. It's like hamburgers, eggs, things you make quickly, diner food. Not the only kind of cooking I know how to. Oh, the things I could teach you. I have such sights to show you, little one. Alright. Anyway, but yeah, so here is where we eat our feelings. We gain mental health through consuming calories, which is healthy for a child to do. Oh, but we also have this bit here. We can buy extra action points, Cat, which we're going to do. because that's just a good investment straight away. And then we go to the mall because it's the 90s. You live off the cafe food. Yeah, I spend so much money on like the mac and cheese, the burgers, and later the chicken salad. You see a very well West woman signing an autograph for a very excited girl looking, "Thank you, Elliot!" Think nothing of it. They're crisp, polite, and full of smiles, but the moment their fan is gone, the smile fades. They catch you looking at them, and your eyes meet. Ah, well, one's adoring public cannot be ignored. I mean, you absolutely can. I mean, they just want to feel special by being near someone special, so whatever. The fact that you answer seems to amuse them more than the actual answer. Ah, you have no idea who I am, do you? Your confused shrug is all they need. Lovely. Don't feel bad. I'm a B-list celebrity at best. I'm Elliot Clark. I also think of a fashion model, though these days I mostly design. If you're interested in fashion, I could use the advice of someone unbiased by experience. What she means is someone who doesn't know shit. Without waiting for permission, she hands you a bag of what look to be very expensive clothing. Of course, none of the clothes fit you. They're made for adults. Here, take these. Look at them. Or burn them. Throw them in the trash. Whatever you want. Tell me what you thought of them, honestly. Next time we run into each other. I tend to do my afternoon walks through the mall, so I'll be around. The strange woman walks off. Perhaps most strange, she doesn't even look back at you. Well, why would that be strange? Okay, I got action points. We don't need to generate stats, so instead, we generate stalks. Oh, we got our hairstyles. We got our okay, ooh, the theater. Plus all the things we can buy with pride if we get there. And clothes galore. What will we look like? Oh, jeez. Sports attire, eh. Jean dress, eh. Summer dress, I don't hate that. V-neck with hearts. Okay, we're going for the grunge. It is the 90s, so that would be in keeping. T-shirt and jeans, eh. Shirt and jean skirt? I don't mind that. A little classy, but no. No, we are going to go as garish as possible. There we are. Oh yeah, we're not going with white girl dreads. I'm sorry. We'll leave that for now. The default clothes have multiple colors. Oh yeah, you did that. Yeah. I would say honestly, Squid, I'm not much for the aesthetics, but I mean, when you got something this loud, you gotta. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned stonks. Let's stonks. There we go. So work only takes like one. It takes one mental health point. There we go. Now we got a nice big chunk there. Yeah, let's say that. Okay, so if for whatever reason we don't get access to the bowling alley, I think fashion might be our backup career option. But for now, we'll pop back home, and then let's learn some shit. Philosophy? Yeah, why not? Philosophy too. Oh, okay. We hit one of the branching points. Classic conundrum, fashion designer, professional bowler. I mean, there's no reason we couldn't do both IRL, but unfortunately, the game's gonna make us choose. Like you could be a fashion designer who makes some banging bowling shirts, but no, apparently that's not an option. Okay, if we're gonna go into fashion or bowling, I feel like we should lean into the economics because we're gonna be running our own business and or making bank from all the 300s we're bowling. Okay, and look at that. We just started middle school. We have all 8 schedule slots. Wow, perfect. And where are we gonna? Okay, what's the farthest behind? Our int. Okay, so let's learn our times tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. That's gonna get our parents 2, 4. That's plus 10. They'll be plus 94, and we're gonna be at 62. So let's entertain ourselves, thusly, with more charm. So, it's minus 15 the parents. They're going to lose 5. They'll be at 79. Perfect. And then we're going to lose 15 here, but we're going to gain 9. So we're going to lose 6. We'll be above 70. So we got schedule slot. Awesome sauce. I'll say, yeah, Oliver, we've been there. We've done this a time or two. One day, someone's going to invent wireless headphones, and well, then we're going to have a whole different set of accidents. Okay, middle school, scary in all the ways a new school is, though they're our old friends. Man, this place is crazy. I think we only have science together, right? I love my acting class. It's the best thing since sliced joy. How are you taking it? I just started, so I'm doing great. I've been having fun, yeah. Got a favorite class? Well, I really like. Mine's a drama class. It's just getting to really, be me for once ever. It's like a sunrise. She sings that last part, making more than a few people in the halls stop and stare at you too. Bobby's not going to shut up, so we'll just smile. Your old riser narratics, but you can't help but smile. That's fast starting to run. Bye! There we go. Yes, let's be a 10-year-old learning about microeconomics. And look at that. So we're starting out middle school and we're 76% ready for the exam. You love to see it. But we've been going for 5.5 hours. I think we are going to leave it there. But folks, thank you all so much for hanging out. Big thanks to Ruak for the resub. Also thank you to Ali Chario for the follow between streams. Appreciate that. We're only 3 away from 500 followers. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. But I want it. And I appreciate you all. You knew it was Bobby just from the dialogue. Yeah, she a very distinctive character. But yeah, thanks to everyone for hanging out. Thank you, Oliver, and thank you, Squid. Appreciate you being here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Dykstra, Ruak, Andrea, Celentinia. Appreciate you all being here. But yeah, I really liked Tiny Bookstore. We might go back for more of that. And yeah, we're going to come back for more of this tomorrow. And then, right. So, more of this tomorrow. Sunday, Long Dark. Check the Discord. I'm going to be part of a Twitch-a-thon next week. Like a worldwide Twitch-a-thon for Super Farming Boy. And I have exclusive codes to get out where you can get a fat stack of in-game cash. So, stay tuned. Appreciate you all. Let's go raid out real quick. pass the love on to someone else. Yeah, I'm really hyped about that. It's gonna be super cool. A farming sim that is both cozy and chaotic. So it is right up our alley. Let's see. Is where is our Daniel? There he is. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna go rate our man Dan. He's doing a little bit of speedies, but he's also gonna be doing chat picks this week. That's where he got exposed to growing up last week. So who knows? I might throw something weird at him in the future. So if you can, please stick around for the raid. Show Dan some love, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.